Hi everyone, back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day. You're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses. Well, I'll tell you why I'm wearing sunglasses. There's two reasons for it. Number one, it's in honor for the cool individual I'm doing this video about. And also, I'm very tired and my eyes are like pea holes in the snow. So bear with me. I'll get through this as best as I can. You've all seen the news now. If you haven't already, I'm going to break it to you. If you're a fan of handsome devils that wear number 9 shirts, get some tissues because you may shed a tear. That's right. Newcastle United are looking for a new number 9. Callum Wilson is no longer a Newcastle United player. So we're going to get into this and just talk about what I think about Callum Wilson and, you know, why I think this is the right decision. But it's sad at the same time as well. So, you know, Callum's been with us for 5 years now. I think 130 appearances, 49 goals, 11 assists. He came to us when we were shit. That's really important to remember as well. Obviously, the number 13 when he first came, then took the 9 off Joe Linton. And he's been a brilliant centre-forward for Newcastle United. That goal ratio there, 49 and 130, is really good stats. I think the big problem that Callum's had, and it's plagued his whole career really, is injuries. You know, and not little injuries, big injuries, long injuries. And the older he's got, the slower it's taken to recover from injuries. And I think he's lost more than a yard of pace. You know, but I don't want to make this a negative video about Callum Wilson. I think the time is right. You know, he's 32 years old. You know, you've got to make way for the likes of young Willisula coming through, Sean Neves in the first team picture now as well. And, you know, Newcastle going to go and sign in the centre forward. I'll get into who I think it might be in a minute. But yeah, in terms of Callum Wilson, I think everything you want in a number 9, this lad has been. He's been absolutely brilliant. Led the line, cocky, you know, with a swagger. You know, bullying defenders, scoring brilliant goals, all sorts of goals, headers, overhead kicks, screamers from 30 yards, little tap-ins off his toe, all sorts of goals Callum Wilson scored for Newcastle. Penalties as well, big goals against big opponents. You know, he's been absolutely brilliant for this football club. And I think every Newcastle United fan, you know, will shake his hand and buy him a beer whenever they see him. And I think Callum will be all right. I really do. I think Callum will either go abroad for a couple of years, maybe play until he's 34 possibly. And then I think a career in the media awaits. There's no doubt about it because, you know, he's charismatic as fuck. He's handsome as hell, you know, and he will be absolutely brilliant in the media. I can just see him being a pundit and a really fucking good one as well. So Callum Wilson will be okay. But in terms of Newcastle United, I think Callum Wilson leaves a good legacy, good goal scorer, proper big player when we needed him. He showed up. And yeah, I'm thankful for everything they did in the black and white shirt. But what does it mean now for Newcastle United? What does it mean? Does Alexander Isak get the number 9 shirt? We'll have to wait and see what happens there. A number 9 shirt and a new contract. Could that be the case for Isak? Let us know in the comments below. So who are we going to replace Callum Wilson with? Now, you may not like this. I think we're going to replace Callum Wilson with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And I think that's already on the way to being done in the background. I'm no ITK. I just think everything seems to be fitting into place. And I'm a bit torn on this one because he's a free transfer, so it doesn't cost you any money. So that's good. He's 28 years old. He's at the peak of his powers. That's good. Premier League experience. That's good. England national. That's good. But the big issue that I have with Dominic Calvert-Lewin is he's kind of a equally injury-prone, probably lesser quality version of what Callum Wilson was in his prime. And that worries me a little bit. Are we swapping a player who can't stay fit for another player who, guess what, can't stay fit? I don't know. I'll reserve judgment. You know, if it is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'll get behind him. You know, and hopefully that he will do a good job for Newcastle United. I don't think they'll give the number 9 to Isak. I don't think Isak wants the number 9. I think if he does, he'll have it. No doubt about it. Right now is the opportunity for him to say, I want that shirt. If he wants to be the number 9 in Newcastle, the shirt is Alexander Isak's, no question whatsoever. But I'm not sure he's that bothered about taking it. I think he's happy with his number 14. But we'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and give my thoughts about Callum Wilson. I think he's been an absolutely brilliant servant for the football club. And for me, he goes with good graces. You know, he'll be back here, you know, as a pundit. He'll be back here doing talk-ins, I'm sure. The handsome devil that he is, you know. The ladies will be crying, and the guys as well will be crying in Newcastle because we have just lost this devilishly handsome bastard. Or as Norman from True Faith calls a big shout to that, the sexual tyrannosaurus, the old Predator reference. That's exactly what he is. Handsome bastard. But sadly, his better years have being put behind him at Newcastle United. And I think he needs a fresh start, Callum. I'd like to see him go to Coventry, you know, on a free transfer. I really would. Try and help Coventry get up out of the Championship. That's his hometown club. If he started there, if he finishes there, I think that would be an excellent move for Callum Wilson. But I don't know whether wages-wise it's you know, it's viable for Coventry. But yeah, he goes to everybody's good graces, in my opinion. I think he's been a brilliant servant for the football club. It's turned a little bit sour over the last couple of years because of his injuries. But I think, you know, now he's gone. it's that whole thing, you don't know what you've got till it's gone, isn't it, as they say. But how many song references am I going to get in here? But that is the truth. We will miss him now he's gone. We will remember how good of a player that he was. But yeah, he goes everybody's good graces. Good luck, Callum, the next stage of your career. I don't think it'll be long till we see him back at another football club scoring goals again, and then I think he'll be on the TV again following his great stint at the FIFA Club World Cup, and the stuff he's done in the media already. I think he's destined for the cameras, is Callum Wilson. But thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think about Callum Wilson leaving. Do you think it's about time as well? What's your favourite Callum Wilson memory? Drop it in the comment there. We always like to hear from it. I'm trying to remember mine. I think that the overhead kick, I think against Palace, was absolute quality. But I remember he scored the first goal as well after the takeover. I was there against Spurs. I remember the place going nuts. And weirdly enough, a stag do had a cardboard Gale Platt just bouncing around the Gallagher end, which was mental. But a great memory, yeah, and one of the many great memories Callum Wilson gave us with that brilliant salute goal celebration as well, which was absolutely class. But thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Keep it ever more. We'll be back with some more content soon. Hopefully some signings as well coming through the door. Have a belter. See you later. Cheers.
Heroes celebrate. They have done it.